Ladies and gents, really short demo here on this nice old vintage Japanese Maya. This one is made in Japan and it was made by Matsumoku. Pretty sure from sources of information that I've got about these um, suggests that it was made by Matsumoku, and this is an early 80s one. And when I look at the neck and everything, it's got exactly the same kind of fretboard, radius, profile, and everything as the old Grecos. So it looks very much like Matsumoku work to me, and feels good. Yeah, it's a player, you know. This one is. I'm balanced right now. Give it a little bit more. Give it a little bit more volume there. That's with the tone up and then with the tone down. Feels good. You know, that's not bad at all. And then on the front pickup, tone down. Yeah. It plays, and then tone up. So that's not bad at all, you know. And then rear pickup, let's just check that out. Tone right down. It's not maybe might not be quite as smooth feeling as the Grecos were, but and that might be due to the bridge. The bridge is different. This bridge has only got two saddles, so they're combined saddles with the notches in them, whereas the old Grecos would have just like a vintage jazz bridge with individual saddles, which I think is a bit better, you know. Having said that, though, I mean it's a player, and then with the tone up there. Ah. It's got a quite a flat radius, which is very, very much like the Grecos too, which leads me to believe it is Matsumoku made. It's a flat sawn neck, maple neck. I think it's all the same piece of wood actually, the fretboard and the neck, so that's all one piece, and then the binding's put on top of that with the black inlays in there. The inlays look to be, actually they're very well done, you know, the inlays are. I'm surprised on this kind of level of bass. This bass was a bit cheaper than the Grecos, you know, back in the day. You know, you had the Greco 450, you had the 500, you had the 750, etc. And I think this was probably just a touch cheaper than the 450, which would have been 45,000 yen. I think these were like maybe 40,000, 35,000, 40,000 yen or something back in that day. It's very good though. I mean, just feels a little bit different, that's all, and I think it's just down to the bridge. Pickups maybe aren't quite as good as what the Grecos were using, but still, you know, I'm it's still it's good. Intonation seems to be working fine, you know. And it plays, it's a player for sure. So there you go. And the tuning pegs, you know, they're little lightweight types. I'm not sure, you know, because they've got smaller cogs and everything inside them, the wheels might not be as rugged as the kind of more traditional jazz bass type, but seem to be doing their job fine. Truss is working fine, and it's you know, I think it's well worth. I've got it up on eBay now for $350, and you know, offers around that, so. It comes with a case. The case is actually quite good. You can see photographs on the listing, and it's actually quite a good case. I'm pretty impressed with the padding on it. So certainly a very good bass for the money. And you know, vintage Japanese. The body, I'm not sure what the materials are, but there's a chip on here, and if I look at that, and I look at what I can see of the grain there, it looks like it's probably a base wood or something like that. It's not such an expensive wood, like, you know, with the Grecos you get older ones or you get ash ones. So the very cheap ones were laminated, but the more expensive ones were older and ash. And this one I think is base wood, which is, you know, that it sounds all right, you know. It's got a pretty wholesome tone, and sustain is there. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Can't really complain, you know, for the money. So that's up there on eBay and Reverb, $350. Can be yours. Made in Japan, Maya. Thanks for watching.